Hey everybody, I'm Rob Freeman and welcome back to Insuring the Built Environment. And this week we are answering the question, what does solar farm insurance cost? And if you need to get in touch with me, you can schedule an appointment with me at the link below this video, or you can just go to robfreeman.com. And so for this video, I'm really just talking about property and general liability insurance. And I want to help you by giving you a general guideline for a range that you can use in your pro forma. So when you're building out a solar farm, you know exactly or roughly what you're going to pay every year for your property and general liability insurance. And in other videos, I've talked about other types of insurance, umbrella insurance, builder's risk, off-taker insurance, solar production guarantee insurance. I'm not talking about any of those in this video, just property and general liability. So what should you use in your model for a range for your potential property insurance costs? Well, I would use a range from 20 basis points to 50 basis points based on the value of that solar system every year. So let's say it's 32 basis points. That would be 0.0032 times the value of that system. So if the total value of your solar system, let's say you're building out a 10 megawatt solar system and the total value, including property and business income, is $10 million. Let's say it's $9 million of property costs and $1 million of business income, so $10 million total. That's going to give you $32,000 of property insurance every year. That's 0.0032 or 32 basis points times 10 million. Now, it could be lower, it could be higher, and there are a lot of factors that go into the cost of your property insurance. Now, on the general liability side, carriers will value your system usually, not all the time, but usually based on the energy output. So it would be kilowatts of the system. So if you have a 10 megawatt system, that's 10,000 kilowatts, and then they'll use a rate. For simplicity, let's say 0.32 times the kilowatts of the system, so 10,000. In this case, it would be $3,200 per year. Now, keep in mind, these are just very general examples for you to use, but there are factors also that are beyond your control in terms of the cost of your insurance every year, and then there are factors that are within your control. And beyond your control are things like minimum premiums, what the insurance carrier is willing to write a policy for, capacity, market issues, just general underwriting appetite, how much capacity there is in the market for projects in the area where you're building. So like Texas or someplace on the coast, Puerto Rico, these are all can be difficult markets to write property insurance in. Now, there are other factors that are within your control. There are things that you can choose to have covered. You can have quake, flood, hail, wildfire. All these different things are going to be choices that you make to add to your property insurance policy that will affect the cost of your insurance. And so it's important to know that these are just guidelines, and you should talk to your insurance broker. But these will just give you a general sense of what to expect every year, so that you know when you get a quote that it's kind of within the ballpark. Now, again, when you read through your insurance policy, make sure you look for words like exclusions, actual cash value versus replacement costs, your deductibles, what is being covered, and all those types of things. But it's just kind of in a general sense for your property and general liability insurance. You can kind of expect to pay in that range of 20 to 50 basis points for the property, and then another rate that's similar for your general liability. And you, again, maybe depending on the size of your system, the smaller the system, you're probably going to pay more per dollar of value than you would for a larger system. And you may be in a minimum premium situation where the insurance carrier just doesn't want to write a policy for less than a certain dollar value. But that's kind of it in a nutshell. I know that's a lot to kind of think about, but If you have questions about property, general liability, really any insurance for a solar farm, please feel free to schedule an appointment with me at the link below this video, or you can just reach out to me directly at robfreeman.com. Thanks again for watching. I hope this is helpful, and have a great day.